Hello everybody, this is TheGrimGary, and I'm sitting here with my game that I've been making for roughly about 2 weeks now. Just kind of started it, and finally, it's been kind of a plan for about 15 years, in all honesty. But finally, just gonna do it. And what we got here is Epica Rex, which is a game going to be similar to the open world sandbox kind of feel, but with RPG elements. But it's going to, have some of the elements of Minecraft, Terraria, Dwarf Fortress, all those nice open world games. And as you can see, I'm sitting here. There's nothing much going on. Black screen. Ooh. And enter a seed number, just like Minecraft. I don't have it at words. You can just enter words right now, but eventually I'll get there. But there's no main menu interface or anything like that. The program just opens up and says, what seed do you want? And if you enter the same seed, you'll get the same world, same spawn point, everything. So you enter it, starts creating the world, and there we go. So now we're in the world. And my character's hidden behind some trees there, which you could just kind of see him through. And the trees will kind of they'll ghost themselves as you go under them, so you can still kind of see what's going on around you. And I'm going to seek to improve that as time goes on. And you'll see that the water is kind of bouncy, and I can walk on water if I want to. But for the purposes of my demo, I won't. Yeah, the water is just temporary. It's going to be animated, and this is the way I animated it for now, because it was easy. You just make the cubes go up and down. And the transitions right here between like the shore and the water are temporary too, because they'll have nice, like, kind of natural looking edges to them soon. But I got the engine together to render everything, and I'm in a forest. Looks like I'm on a peninsula, maybe an island. Who knows? But just like Minecraft, the world is infinite, although there will be limitations. For instance, you can only go so far north and so far south. The further north you get, the colder it gets. The further south you get, the colder it gets. The closer you get to the middle of those two, the warmer it gets. So you're getting closer to the equator. But east and west, you can go infinitely. If you so desire, but, it takes up hard drive space. And you'll see the world size, the approximation is 4 megabytes. That's just for creating I think it's like a 100 by 100 squares. So now you're getting 10,000 squares right there. So, but I'm trimming that fat, so that's not going to stay like that. But it doesn't really get too big. I've explored for a while, gotten up to about 60 megs for a world, which it really isn't too big, in all honesty, compared to what hard drive spaces and whatnot are today. And you can see it runs pretty smooth. I've got lots of applications running in the background. And got my little dude there. He's just a temporary placeholder, but he's also the model for all the different pieces of people, because you're going to be able to have different pants and different shirts and different boots and different hats. And he's quite small, so it'll be easy to kind of animate. You see he's got the player 1 above his head. Everybody will have their name above their head. Or a designation, because I'm not sure if I want to go anonymous or not, because this is going to be multiplayer for up to 64 people, so it'll be a multiplayer experience. And people can join in and out of it. And one of my main features is that I'm doing land ownership, so I could sit here and claim this plot of land. And I'm working out how much land you can own at the moment, and whether or not it's going to be like 16 by 16 plots of lands or 32 by 32 plots of lands. It's going to be one of those two. And then you just claim the land, and it's going to be based on skills. So, like, if you have the landlord skill, you can own more land. And that's offset. You can also get more land as you level up, too. So, like, a level 10 player can get another plot of land, whereas a level 1 player can only get one plot of land total. So, at level 10, he'll have 2 plots of land. At level 20, he'll have 3 plots of land, plus your landlord skill. And then you can put them up for sale, and stuff like that. But around the spawn point, it's gonna be like a kind of a clearance zone, where you can't own land. You can't own the spawn point, for instance. So that'll be interesting. So you'll be able to all these little things that you see on the map are going to be some sort of usable kind of object. You could sit there, like I could sit at this bush and pick berries out of the bush, or I can take these herbs and start picking herbs out of the ground. I could dig dirt out of the grass here. I can get seeds out of the stones. I can get a little bit of stone out of these stones. And the trees, of course, wood, and all that kind of stuff. And little animals out of the logs, for meat and whatnot. So it'll be interesting. And right now I only have 3 kind of biomes, 4 if you count water. So there's water, these plains, swamp, and forest. Let's see, here's a swamp. There's a little bug with the swamp so far, like when you go underneath some of the trees for ghosting, the trees sort of shrink. You can kind of see the tree changing shape. That's right near me. So I gotta fix that. It's a little bit too much randomness. So yeah. And some of the trees get clipped, and I don't know why. And it's only in the swamp. The forests, this is a forest right here. The trees seem fine. So it's got to be something just with the swamp stuff, which is fine. Now, another thing you'll be able to do with agriculture and your agriculture skills, like farming and stuff like that, you'll be able to you'll be able to move the plains up into the woods. You can chop down the trees. You can chop down every tree you want, and you can grow new trees, all kinds of stuff. But you could take the plains and start pushing them into the forest, or you could start pushing the forest out into the plains, depending on how you want it. So you could totally just morph the land. It doesn't matter what type of land you own. You could just sit here and change your land into plains if you really want to. And then there'll be mountains, which is the next biome I'm working on. Originally I had it where the land was had plains and hills and stuff like that, just amongst the blocks that I was putting in. But I had a problem where you couldn't see the player if you went onto the opposite side of the hill, up, in the top direction. And that's the problem with the isometric view. And to ghost that would create some weird situations. I could do it with buildings. I can ghost buildings and stuff like that. So if you're standing in a building, I can not only ghost what's on top of you, so you won't see the top layers. You'll just, like, if you went into a door, let's say these grasses were the doorway, the roof areas would disappear. Anything that's above you until you went up the stairs, and then the next floor would appear, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you will be able to build and collect resources. And I'm going to start off where, you're kind of in an archaic stone age. That's the level I'm going to work on first. And then it's going to work up into like a steam age, a modern age, and then a very futuristic age. So you could still kind of build on things. And you'll encounter all sorts of things. You can get magic. You'll find robots. You can make robots. It's going to be very big sort of idea game. But the features will be added as I go. Right now, I'm just working towards allowing multiple people to play in just this simple environment. So, well, that's pretty much all I have so far. Just going to be improving on the terrain generation a bit. I'm going to add in mountains next, and that's when I will also be adding in the multiplayer aspect with a little chat. So basically it'll be a glorified chat room for a while until I start adding in game features. All the groundwork is there, but it's going to be quite the undertaking. But if you are interested in the game and want to test it, You can go to the website. The website's going to be listed down below in the description. And sorry about my voice. I'm kind of dry today. I'm going to take a sip of water. You can go to the website, learn all about it. The link is in the description. If you can, please donate. This takes a lot of work to do. Even just the graphics alone took 3 days straight to really do, and then I had to reprogram the data and all that stuff. So a total of 2 weeks of work straight. With sleeping and stuff like that. So I've had a weird sleep schedule. So yeah, go to the website, sign up if you're interested in beta and whatnot. Donators get pretty much first dibs on the program when it is available. And yeah, but if you sign up, you will be able to at least test it, maybe a later version. So, all right, I'm gonna get going, and I hope you enjoyed this little demo of my game. Got a little chug right there, but I think it's because of all the applications I've running in the background. Otherwise, this game runs smooth, smooth, smooth. I haven't seen any hiccups in it yet. In fact, all I can do is trim the fat and make this even faster. So, alright, so if you want to learn about the game, go to the website, like I said, and sign up. And I will see you soon with another video with any improvements I make on the game. Just take care and have a good one.